I'm just doing this to show an example of what I was talking about. Go ahead and put my headset on so I can hear a little bit better. Alright, so here we have an OBS. I have dual screen monitors. Although we're not seeing the full aspect ratio of this monitor since I have an ultra wide. And go ahead and put down right here. As you can see, there's another program. You won't be able to see it. Let's see. I'm gonna go over here to open up another open up another OBS. Launch anyway. Grab this one, and this one will be my streaming. Well, I should probably explain a couple things first. So we're going to stream. I mean, your stream right here is set to my hard drive, or blah 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 blah. Yeah, hardware, or your GPU. So my GPU, or my streaming set to use my GPU, and my recording is also set to use my GPU. So there's my GPU. Oh, there it is. It's the last one right there. 6900 XT. So my recording is, of course, CQP at, I can put it down to, you don't have to do this, but 20 or 14. Hit apply. Oh wait, I'm already recording. Well, that changes the matter now. Okay, so my streaming for Twitch will be set to that. And since it's Twitch, it doesn't have to be, well, for me it doesn't have to be massive, so 720. And because I'm recording and streaming at the same time, since Twitch doesn't allow me to use multiple resolutions yet, because I'm not that big. Oh yeah, that's right. I can also change this down to 20 frames a second. 20 frames, yeah. And just hit streaming. So now I'm streaming and I'm recording. I don't know if this will actually affect this thing live. Nope. It will not. Well, I'm only recording in 30 frames a second. And after that, I can open up my Steam. Run my VTuber model. Have my VTuber model on an extremely doesn't have to be that extreme. Can just load in my basic standard model. And you go down there, bullet. So I should see duplicates of myself. Yeah, I do. Then I won't close this and I'll put it into the secondary monitor, and I'm just gonna basically do this. I'm gonna put it at the very bottom of that screen, so that way it's out of the way, out of mind. Which one's recording? This one. Bring that one back down for the one. So what I'm doing now is just organizing it again. So of course this is the one that's recording. This is the one that's being seen on YouTube. And this one right here is going to be the one that's been seen on Twitch. And I want to grab that one. Lower that one down. Go back into my Steam. And find a game for myself. There you go. Just a launch game. That's my alarm for telling me to get ready because I'm heading out to my old ranch soon. So she's telling me to get ready, get the hell out of here. Okay, I did move some of these video games. It's not that it's crashing. It's crashing for a different reason. There's storage allocations I've been doing. And Doom, I believe, was one of them that I moved over. Yeah, that was supposed to be toggled on. I'm running Linux, so. Yeah. That's on my other move installation. Back to my main computer. This was just a test sample to see exactly what's the word? If I could play games on a separate hard drive. That's my other alarm clock. So yeah, that way I'm running dual um dual two different sets of resolutions. So this one should be running 720p. Yeah. So although the base canvas is 1440p, resolution is coming out as 720p. And it is live down here and networks down there. This is the one that's the most important for me to keep up and running. And this one's going over to YouTube. Go ahead and lock the VTuber model down. And this one right here is running 1440p at high resolution with lossless quality for much more crisp viewing pleasure. And I'll be going over here. My recording goes over here to my videos. So all my unedited videos go here. I rarely ever edit my videos, but yeah, that's where they go. Then when I have no use for the videos no more, then I reallocate them to a different storage drive. So I make room for more recording. Oh yeah, my VTuber should also be using GPU. It just disappeared on me. I forgot where was the settings for that. Miscellaneous? No. Graphical. See, my VTuber model's at 30 frames a second. Anti-aliasing is only set to 2. No. Nope. Okay, I think this is also... Wait. Nope. Okay, I think this is the only one that's using maybe using CPU or GPU depending on which one is set to as a standard. I'm gonna go ahead and reset my model. Now it's working more accurately based off of where I am. Go ahead and closing that. Closing that. Go ahead, wait. Keep waiting. Just verifying the integrity since I moved it around. Oh, whoops, I forgot to do that. Let me hide a menu. There we go. So as you can see, we are crystal clear. Although, since I don't really have a lot of high followers on Twitch. My Twitch has still locked only to whatever it's at. So you can see I was playing Ultraviolet not too long ago. We'll go back to my last settings. Advance. Hit accept. It's a custom. Lighting is ultra. Shadows are at nightmare, which is above ultra. This really isn't really required, although it's set to the highest ultra. Quality, yeah. Basically, your texture filtering when your camera is at an angle away from any particular object at a distance. How does the game render it? Or yeah, how does the GPU render that viewpoint? And I have it at the highest to give a much more clear picture. The virtual texture, yeah. So again, another version of memory usage is also at extreme. All that's at extreme. But motion blur, I really don't care for. Depth of view, I don't care for. All this is all on. You can say, let me go ahead and turn on performance so that way you would see this. So, although it says CPU max, their CPU is actually pushing allocations off somewhere else. It could actually go up to 26, I believe. But it's only maxed at where it's peaked at, so it's not actually full. And my GPU still has a lot of headroom. So what it's actually doing is the streaming, recording, and the video game is all being run off the GPU. The CPU, all it's doing is allowing communications to pass from storage to GPU. So that's what the CPU is doing. It's just basically managing the network between your storage and GPU. To explain what in perfect terms, I would have to reread how it works, but for now I'm just going to explain it in the most stupidest way possible. That your CPU is just acting as a person who just controls where information goes and who takes care of that information. So GPU is taking care of that information and throwing it back to the CPU. CPU then has to then push that information back to the network, which is where the stream is coming from, and the recording coming from is where it's getting for the storage, pushing seeing that it has to be recording, changes it to that, but doesn't do the heavy lifting of encoding that information, because it pushes that information off to the GPU for it to be encoded, and once the GPU says it's encoded, it pushes back to the CPU, and the CPU then tosses that to the storage. So the CPU is all it's doing is just juggling back and forth between the GPU. Okay, so now I'll be playing games. Oops. I was moving my keyboard around. My CPU could be actually handling a lot more because there's actually a Logitech G13 mouse I actually use, or not mouse, gamepad. But as you can see, I'm perfectly fine playing this game. Although you won't be able to see it in 60 frames because I forgot to flip it over to 60 frames a second. So yeah, this is pretty typical and standard. So this will be so yeah, this is just I'll say that. So you can see that my CPU is no longer bottlenecked. It's actually just tossing things around. I was trying to find out where the glory kill's at. It's been a while since using my keyboard only. I think I recognize this map. Oh yeah. I do. So yeah, you can actually be you can technically be pushing off most of the heavy lifting to your GPU because your GPU can actually handle it, depending on how big of your GPU is. And your CPU, all it has to do is basically just manage where that information goes, who handles what. The CPU doesn't. It doesn't mean the CPU doesn't do nothing no more. No, the CPU is still running quite a bit of other things in the background, but allowing the OBS to be utilized mainly by the GPU. Well, it's not saying that the OBS is 100% utilizing the GPU. More like OBS is still be using a CPU power or CPU resources. It's just that the heavy lifting, the encoding of both of these is being utilized by the GPU. So going out here, so where is it? So yeah, so for me, it's that one. Those two pieces there. So yeah, lossless, and I'm only putting it down here because not everyone for me has the ability to change the bitrate because Twitch is oh god, hiccups because Twitch is the way it is, locks simple features behind paid walls. So you can see that I am live. I was live the whole time. Now I'm gonna go ahead and upload this to YouTube. Hit stop streaming. And that will say bye bye. Yep, it's gone now. So yeah, that's Twitch now. So it's just me talking my normal jumbo. And I'm gonna go ahead and end this recording and upload it to YouTube. And from there, I'm gonna send you the link from my YouTube.